Hey everyone, Daniel from Twin Bytes with another tutorial for you, and this time I'm going to show you how to install Linux on a virtual machine. The first thing you want to do is go online and search for your favorite flavor of Unix. Today I'm going to be using Ubuntu. Doing a search for that, there's a direct link here to download. You're going to have to accept the tracker options here. Here we want Ubuntu desktop, and if we scroll down a bit, there's a link here to download the latest version. Once you have the file downloaded, what you want to do is open up your virtual machine program. In this case I'm using Oracle Box, and you can use any software, but if you want to use Oracle Box like I'm using here and you're not sure how to install it, I do have another video I believe that shows you how to install and use it in general. So we're going to go to Machine up at the top and select New. So from here we'll give it a name for the virtual machine. Since we're installing Ubuntu, I'm going to call it Ubuntu. And the image here it asks to select, so we're going to click in the drop down menu, and it won't be in here by default, so we'll have to go to Other and find it. In my list of ISO files that I've downloaded in the past, I can see the latest version here that I've downloaded. Go ahead and open that, and it gives you some other options down below here that are grayed out, so we don't need to worry about that right now. We'll go and hit Next. It gives you some information here by default, so you might want to update this and have a look at the default password that they put in here is called Change Me. So I'm just going to put something else in here to make sure that I know what I'm doing. It's not the greatest password, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to make sure that we've got something that we can do quickly here. I'm going to just keep everything else the same, and I'm going to go Next. Then you can choose how much memory and processing power you want to use out of your physical memory and processor that you have. So the green would be ideal, but we don't need to go all the way there. I'm going to give it 8 gigs here. And the processing power, I definitely want to give it enough processing power. Maybe 4 is good enough here, and I'll hit Next. Also, the drive storage, how much space you want to give it. So you could use this default setting is to create a virtual disk, which is good to have for storing things, or you could use an existing virtual disk if you already had one set up that you want to use, and you can select it there. Or don't add a virtual disk, and it's just gonna work within itself, and then it can expand the disk as needed. So we're gonna go with this, creating the disk, and I'll leave it at the default setting for the purpose of this video. We'll go Next. It confirms what we're installing, where it's gonna go to, and any other information. So we'll go ahead and hit Finish. You can see it created an instance of the virtual machine here, and it's currently saying that it's powering up. So we just got to wait for that to turn on and get to the point where it prompts us for the next steps. Eventually it gets to a screen where it's asking you to choose some other information while it continues running the progress bar at the bottom. So here we got our username, and to choose a password, even though I already put one in there, I'm just going to put that in again. And we'll leave it to require the password at login and continue. So you can see, unlike Windows, it didn't take many clicks at all, and it ran through everything automatically to get us to this point. So now I can just click on my username, and put in my password. I'll hit enter. And now it's got Ubuntu installed with the apps up on the screen, and it's prompting you to connect some online accounts if you choose to. You don't have to. You can hit skip on here. And then you have the option of enabling Ubuntu Pro, or you can skip that for now, and you can always come back to this later if you wanted to. We'll skip for now and hit next. You have the option of helping to improve Ubuntu by sending system usage to Canonical, who creates Ubuntu, or you could say not to send it for more privacy. It is helpful and okay to say yes. And then you have other additional privacy information for location services, and allowing applications to determine your location can help with some of these programs to work properly. You can always turn that on later as well. For now, we'll leave that off and hit next. And then that's it. It's giving you some other software that you can install if you want to, but you can always come back to that later to install. We'll hit done. And this is our desktop screen, and we're ready to use Ubuntu. And that's how you install Ubuntu on a virtual machine. And if you found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, even better, give it a super thanks, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.